What up gang? Exactly a week ago, I posted an Instagram story asking you guys what is the best tasting protein powder you've had in your life. No questions asked on price. And I ended up getting 1,830 responses on this story. Being the absolute nerd I am, I put all of the data that I got into an Excel sheet. I made a pivot chart out of it, and this is the collation of data that we got. We have the top 6 protein brands right here.
So the rules are pretty simple. Every kg must cost at least 3,000 rupees and it has to have 65% protein in it.
I think we should lay down some more ground rules, okay Sarah? So we'll do a quarter cup of water with a quarter scoop of protein. We mix it in a fancy ass cocktail shaker and we pour it into a fresh shaker for every different protein. What do you think?
Gotcha.
Starting off with the most expensive, it is Dymatize's cookies and cream. Just before we start with this, go like, share and subscribe because of the fact that I am not sponsored at all, okay? I spent 30 grand to make this video because this thing alone was 8 grand, bro. Taste test of the first one, Dymatize cookies and cream. Never tasted this one before. I am excited because this was voted on quite a bit. One thing that I like to check is if I'm spending a lot of money, they shouldn't have a lot of artificial flavors. Like they better have fucking added Oreos or some shit to flavor this, okay? Something pretty cool is that they use a concentrate whey, an isolate whey, as well as a hydrolyzed whey to make this. Cool. No actual artificial flavors. So we are going to taste test this. Bro, do you see a scoop anywhere in there?
No.
Okay, shove your hand in, bro. Bro, imagine you're in the beach.
I don't want to ruin all the
just shove your hand in there.
Oh, found it.
Quarter scoop of protein. Listen, just for this video, I bought a really fancy cocktail mixer because I was like, bruh, we're going all out. Bro, this is how you close a cocktail shaker, right? Like that's it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's pretty much it. Now do some fancy stuff. Can you do?
Bro, I don't know if it's good. Fuck no, bro. What if it opens? Oh, okay. A little bit of a mess. Sarah, please do the honors. You get the very first sip.
First taste. Cheers. Doesn't taste like cookies and cream, but it tastes good.
Tastes quite artificial, I'm not gonna lie. Like if I'm spending 8 grand for 2 kgs of protein, that's 4 grand a kg. I'd expect this to be way better. I'm guessing the price of this goes up really high because of the fact that there's hydrolyzed whey in this more than anything else. I don't think anything else is the real reason this is this expensive because I feel like this tastes like one of your 2 grand worth of proteins, like your 2k proteins. That's basically what it is.
Do you think it would taste better in milk?
In milk, yeah, it might taste a bit better. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you rate this on taste?
A 3.
And packaging?
2.5.
A 2.5. So you are a 5.5 out of 20. I would give this a 4 on taste and a 5 on packaging. So I'd give it a 9 out of 20. It is a 14.5 out of 40.
Whoa.
Protein number 2, and this time it is my choice. We are going with Deep Impact. Now, weirdly, this was the one that all of the coaches that replied to my story recommended. Every coach, Deep Impact, Deep Impact, Deep Impact, Deep Impact. So I'm quite excited about this one. Cool, let's go for number 2, Deep Impact. This is what the box looks like. Really nice packaging. I always like matte finished labels. That'll work. Okay, bro, what the fuck? Get me the knife over there, bro. That quarter scoop of protein right over there into our cocktail shaker. Water jug. Perfect.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Isn't that
it's so good. It's nice and chocolatey and it tastes really nice. It tastes delicious.
Yeah, this is fantastic. 1 second.
It tastes like real chocolate.
Whey protein isolate, cocoa beans, cocoa powder, unrefined cane sugar, monk fruit and sunflower lecithin. 0 artificial flavorings. I think that's why it tastes so good. You know what I'm really surprised by? That they use monk fruit as a sweetener.
Yeah.
And that weird taste of, you know, monk fruit sweeteners usually suck.
Oh, okay.
Have you tried them?
No, I've not tried
Bro,
monk
then
fruit
what you
before.
said, yeah, like this.
No, I said okay.
You want to finish with the little chocolate chips at the end?
Nice.
That's really fucking cool. Getting a pricing for this was the hardest, okay? Because the thing that they do on their website is they sell you 2 kgs and a box of creatine, and I got it for like 7,100. No, it was 6,900, okay? 5,900 for 2 kgs. So a box becomes 2,900, well, but our rules say the minimum has to be 3K.
True.
But the total was like almost 7K. So how do we calculate that? I think we just give it a pass because it was so tasty.
Because it was so tasty. Yeah,
I'd give this the Obsidian approval.
100%. Obsidian approved.
Rating score for taste out of 10.
8.5. It was so good.
Packaging.
7.
I would give this a taste 9 out of 10, but it gets an extra 0.5 because they were smart about it, bro. That little detail of adding the chocolate chips, I'd give it an extra 0.5. So 9.5 out of 10 in terms of taste. Packaging, I would give it a 6. So add them up and you get 31 out of 40. Our highest score so far. We're going to keep this somewhere on our table now because it is the highest scorer so far. Okay, sorry, there's no space on my table. I can't afford a bigger table. So Deep Impact sponsors, if you guys want to sponsor me to get a bigger table.
This is the one I'm most excited about. We're going for the MyProtein Clear Whey Powder, and it's Chupa Chups edition.
Just a heads up, last time when I competed, I actually asked Chupa Chups for a sponsorship. It's one of my most famous reels that I've ever created. I've literally pinned it on my Instagram, and these motherfuckers never reached out to me. And then when MyProtein decided to collaborate with Chupa Chups, they still didn't reach out to me. Like, who else, bro, do you want to reach out to other than me, the guy that loves Chupa Chups? Oh, fuck it, bro. Now I know what you're all thinking, right? Bro, Joseph, these are such large brands with such large budgets. Why do they need to win a taste test approval on your channel? Bro, listen, the winner of this taste test gets the most special prize in the universe. They get a link to their product in my bio. Why you laugh?
What do you think of yourself, dude?
Okay, white in color. I was expecting a more Chupa Chups color. Like, I would be really upset if it's like doesn't become red or something inside.
I think, ooh, it's pink.
This thing cost me a little over.
It smells like strawberry milk.
Strawberry milk? Yeah. Smells more like strawberry juice though. This thing cost me a little over 3 grand for, I think it's less than a kg if I'm not wrong.
Oh fuck, you're right. It does taste like strawberry juice.
Yeah, you're goddamn right, it tastes like strawberry juice.
I've never tried strawberry juice.
Yeah, this thing was 3 grand for a 500 gram box, so with half kg. The most expensive one so far.
I would definitely drink this again. It's nice.
Rated out of 10?
I'm giving it a 6 because strawberry is also my favorite fruit.
I think it's a little too watery for me, but I'd be pretty close to that. I'd give it a 5. Packaging?
I like it. It's pretty. 7.5.
7.5? I would give it less than that. I'd give it a 5.
Nice
Very
and
basic
aesthetic.
pack. Wait, so I've given it a 5 and a 7.5. You've given it a 6 and a
7.5.
13.5 plus 12.5. That's a 26 out of 40. Next, we have The Whole Truth. This is the company with the largest marketing budget I've ever seen, bro. I feel like they just spend so much money on it. But here it is. They do claim to be the tastiest and the lightest tasting protein or something like that, okay? Now, bro, I'm already kind of beefing with these guys, okay? I open the packaging and the first thing that they write in this extremely long letter is, you, yes, you. You're not a gym bro. You're not looking to bulk up. The fuck you mean, Whole Truth? I am a gym bro. I am looking to bulk up. You think I'm trying to be one skinny bitch or what, bro? Fuck out here with this stupid ass letter, okay? And 1 second, Whole Truth, I have something more to say, little guys. Bro, I spent 3,700 rupees for a kg of your fucking protein, okay? Why the fuck have you sent it to me in a packet, okay? You couldn't like afford a box like this or what, bro, when I'm spending 3,700 rupees on a kg of protein?
Spend so much on marketing, might as well put some that money into the actual
Design,
product.
right? Exactly. Cool, let's try it, bro. What does it smell like?
Chemicals.
Chemicals?
Like, not chemicals, it just smells artificial.
There is a little bit of an artificial flavoring here. Okay, this is something I've not seen, okay, which I think is kind of cool. They put the scoop in a plastic packet on the inside. You think that's smart or just too extra? Like,
It is not necessary.
yeah, like just spend the money on the box, bro. Like, don't send it in a fucking packet, dude. But I will say one thing, okay? I ordered this off of their website.
Okay.
And I ordered it at like 3:30 p.m. when I was at work. At 4:30 p.m., some guy from this company called Zapper or something called me, hey, your Zapper delivery is here. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck is Zapper? Hey, like, sir, it's your Whole Truth order.
Damn,
They
that's
got this.
quick.
This is like some Blinkit Zepto level delivery, bro. They got this to my house in an hour, which was super impressive to me. We've got our quarter scoop right there, directly in. Water. Can you get a shaker from that side? Thank you, my little baby sister.
No worries.
This is also one of those brands that claim no artificial flavorings or anything. So I'm looking forward to it. Something I've realized is I don't think there's anything wrong with artificial flavors. But when you're like me on my bulk, right, when you're drinking like 3-4 scoops a day, it does become hard because artificial flavors start feeling bad in your mouth at a point, right? You do this for like 10-15 days and you're like, fuck, I can't take these artificial flavors anymore. No real problem in terms of health. Like long term, yeah, there are some health effects, but the bigger issue is in terms of taste. So this is another brand I hope tastes really good because they use no artificial flavors. Taste test, Sarah?
Cheers.
Is it that bad?
There's no sweetness at all.
This is fucking horrible, bro.
Pathetic.
Dude, I'm not
That's sad.
Bro, Anish, try this, bro. Taste test this, bro. It tastes like an unflavored whey. What do you think about it?
Yuck.
Anish is behind the camera and he just said yuck. Bro, I don't want to go do a taste test, a review of this, bro. What if they send me a legal notice for defamation? What did you rate it out of 10?
I'm giving it a 2.
Bro, it doesn't taste like anything. Like, I'd buy an unflavored whey at this point. So I'm sorry, whole truth. This is a 0 to me, guys. I'm so sorry.
I mean, the only reason I would give it a 2 is because it doesn't taste bad. It just tastes like nothing. So you can drink it. It's just why.
Yeah, when they said light, I didn't expect them to give me water.
Yeah, they said light cocoa.
Like, yeah, like it's written right here, no? They say lightest tasting, cleanest, lightest protein ever. And a lot of people voted. This was one of the highest voted things, like in terms of taste. So packaging.
Packaging is also mid because it's not a box, so that's like a 1.
Bro, I'm gonna say packaging. Okay, you know what I'll say? You guys have good designers. This part looks really nice, but it looks good on a box. So you know what? I'll just give you
a 1. Give them a 1.
Cool, a 1 it is. So you are a 2 and a 1. I am a 0 and a 1. That is 3 plus 1. 4 out of 40. This is our lowest rated protein. Sorry guys, this is not it for us. We had to have a little water break because I'm not gonna lie.
That was traumatic.
Okay, bro. Traumatic. Really? So, you know, this little baby has been sheltered her entire life, bro. Anyway, the next one we're going for, something else that was super voted for. MyProtein, it's called The Whey. It is a cookies and cream flavor. This is our second cookies and cream. Even Dymatize was a cookies and cream, no? So back when we were in Dubai, there was a cookies and cream in Baskin Robbins.
Baskin, okay.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was actually a good cookies and cream. They had little bits of Oreo or something. I don't remember, but I used to love. My dad would take me there and on a weekend and stuff because we owned a little shop in one of the malls and there was a Baskin Robbins that was really close to it. So my dad would take me there sometimes and we love it. Sarah was, I think, was a bit too young at that point, no?
Yeah.
This one is also, I think, a little over 3,000 for a kg. Actually, it's not for a kg, it's for 900 grams. Not bad.
Excellent.
Smooth. Bro, one second, just look at this. Look at how Sarah shook this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, perfect. Look at that little golf ball that Sarah got in there. Oh, okay, wait. We'll reshake it. Okay, I hope it's done now. I think the golf ball is...
I think it's the protein powder's fault.
No, it's perfectly fine, bro. It's perfectly fine. Oh, fuck, bro. The mess we making here is insane.
It's very thick. It tastes not bad, actually.
Not bad. The thickness could also be because we're using very little water.
Yeah. It's better than the other cookies and cream that we tried.
So you know what this is? This is one of those flavors that will taste good the first time you try it, but it's too sweet.
You're gonna get sick of it.
You'll get sick of it because it's just too sweet. So if you're like on a bulk or something, or even on a cut where you have to use a large amount of protein powder, artificial natural flavor. Okay, this is one of those things that uses an artificial flavor again. Dark chocolate biscuit crumb, pretty cool. Okay, it's a sugar-based sweetener. Completely understandable. It's super sweet. What would you give this in terms of a taste test?
3.
I'd give it a 4. Packaging test?
I'd give it a 6.
A 6, I'd also give it a 6. So we give it a 3, 4, 6 and a 6. That's a 12, 19 on 40. I think this is our third highest so far, right? Our last one for the day is this one right here. It is MuscleTech's NitroTech Whey Protein. We've gotten the vanilla one. What do you think about the packaging?
I think it's nice.
The thing is, I kind of like this because it had that entire red and black matte and shiny finish. I love that.
You want me to shake it?
No, bro. After the fiasco you created last time.
Fiasco.
Wait, can you guys actually see this? Oh, a little golf ball. Look at that little golf ball that's got there. What's the best protein you ever tasted in your life?
Honestly, I think it's the Deep Impact chocolate chip one.
Yeah, I think even with me trying, I mean the Deep Impact. Okay, shake it up. Smell test. Smells like actual vanilla.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, it's a good amount of sweetness And yeah, the vanilla tastes artificial, but I think that's expected. I don't think it's gonna taste like natural vanilla anyway.
I kind of like it. I don't think it's great or anything. Let's just see if it's artificial flavoring. It is artificial flavoring. So they use natural and artificial vanilla in this one. Not too bad. I kind of like this one. What did you rate it on taste?
Yeah, it's pretty average, so I'm gonna say 4.
Packaging?
5.
I would also give it exactly that. I give it a 5 on taste and a 5 on packaging. So that's a 10 and a 9. That is a 19 out of 40. And that's pretty much the end of our video. The winner of today, I think, is very straightforward, right?
Deep Impact.
That is correct. Deep Impact, the new players in the market, are the winners of our extremely comprehensive taste test based on multiple parameters that are completely scientific and not at all based on our taste buds. Correct, Sarah?
Sponsor him.
That's correct. Deep Impact, sponsor me. Obsidian approved.